Alright, today we will be doing a small video on how we have to enter classes, attendance for the classes in our seminary software module. Before I start that, first I just want to take a look at the data section. See if you see here the data section, and we have to go to the section called Sem class. There if I click, I just want you to see now I have selected a batch. See, I'm adding a filter. These are the classes you see, and today we are going to look at Gujarat one batch. I want to look at the Gujarat GJT1 GTH 2016. It's there. I'll just click it and apply, and you can see these are the many classes of the Gujarat batch. If you notice, all these classes, their names are here, and they'll have a class status here, which is known as ongoing. When you see the status ongoing, it means the attendance is still there. You still need to do an attendance. For example, we'll click on the first class. See, I'll just click it here, and you can see there's this class. You can see the one period has been entered. See, on 9/4/2019, and you can see the number of students who are attended. Now you can see 1, 2, 3, all second period, third period, fourth period, and on all have not been entered yet. This class has 25 periods. And then you can see here at the end of the class number of students. There are 14 students in this class. So now what we need to do is we have to enter the attendance for the rest of these classes. So we'll begin by first see this name of this class. This is the name of the class. Yeah, I'll just copy it. Okay, and then we'll go back. Okay, so this is the first class, and I'll just open a new tab in Seminary itself. So I'll just refresh it. There it's open. That's what happens sometimes. You'll have to refresh it. Now we have to go to the registrar tools. Remember, class attendance sheet generator. This has already been generated, and that's why you saw the principal had already entered already one period. So now going back, we now need to go to the registrar tools and go to the entry tool. Click on this, and you will see a number of the class, and then you'll see the period number. We have to just enter the class. So now I will enter GTH1 GT 2016 2018 /GSF12 David Raj. Yeah, you can see the name of the class. Only difference is here, instead of the teacher's name, here you'll see /1, but down in the description you can see the class. So this is the class, and you can see it's ongoing. I'm going to click on it, and period number we have to click on 1. Oh, when you click on 1, you will see that already the attendance has been entered for this class. Yes, and that's true, because we did enter it. See, in this class we did enter one period. So now we have to go refresh this, enter the same class, wait, yes, then enter period number 2. Okay, if I enter period number 2, I'll find, see, these are the classes and the students. The attendance is empty, so I'll just put their attendance like this. Now this is how I'll put their attendance. Maybe this boy was absent for one class. I won't put his attendance, and I'll enter him here. So now we have 14 students, 13 are present and 1 is absent. And now we have to put the date. Now I just for an understand, I'll put today's date or May 1. May 1, let's see. And I'll save the attendance. When the attendance is saved, you can see here 13 students were marked as present. Then what you see, you go back and remember that class. See the change there is. Click on the same class, see, and oh, there's no change. Or maybe we'll have to refresh it because sometimes these things don't get registered immediately. There you have it. See, period number 2 is also entered for 1st March. The attendances are entered. So this is how you enter the attendance. Alright. So as I was saying, now these periods are there. And now what you need to do is enter the attendance for like this for 25 periods. Then only the class status will change from ongoing to ready for exam. If it is ready for exam, then you can enter the marks for the subject. So this is basically how you do this. So class attendance tool, just put the name of the class here, very simple. Then enter the period, find the students. You can do it. Now a few things to remember. For example, here we have entered period 1 and 2. Just for fun, I'll put period 5. When I put that, see, it will say period 3 has not been entered. So you see, this is how the software works. You have to go in order. So it will tell you period 1 and 2 are entered. Next, period 3 has to be entered. Okay. So you'll have to enter period 3. You see, there again you have everybody. This time I'll put everyone as present. There's a batch here, see, in class of this period. Everyone attended. And for the date I'll put May 2. And then I'll save the attendance. And this is, here it will show 14 students are marked as present. Alright. And we'll just go back and check this class. See, here in the data section, I'll just refresh it and see were there any changes. And then I'll say yes, see, in the 3rd period, May 2, the class has been entered. So that's how the attendance works, very simple. Now one more thing. Now I told you, if I want to go to period 6, the software usually will not allow me, see. Period 4 has not been entered. So that's one very good thing. If you forget which period you have entered, the software will tell you. You just have to enter a number and they'll tell you which period has to be entered. Now, suppose you made a mistake in the attendance and you found out on the 2nd day that one attendance, actually the student who was absent was actually present. You can easily go back and correct it. Based on the data, the attendance sheet, the paper on which the data is, you can correct it and you can bring it back and correct in the software. For example, I have to enter period 4, but period 2 has already been entered. So I'll go to period 2 and find students. Yes, the attendance for that day is there. And see, you remember one student we had put on absent, you can put him in present. Keep the same date, save the attendance. Lo and behold, he will be done. So this is basically how attendance is done. Now all you need to do, go ahead, enter the attendance for each class in order and then wait for the status to become ready for exam. So how do you find that? When you go to the SEM class, see, you go to the SEM class here in data section and you enter the data. You enter the data and you will see the status of the class. Here, if it's ongoing, means attendance still has to be entered. So please go ahead and enter the attendance.